Introducing Kona Independent Suspension. 3 different configurations, 1 simple objective: to create the best suspension performance possible for very specific riding applications. Whether those defining factors are geometry, length of travel, even price, Kona Independent Suspension allows our designers to create exacting rear suspension performance that excels from entry-level trail models to XC Race, Enduro, straight through to World Cup-ready gravity bikes. At the core is an in-depth relationship between leverage rate curve, pivot placement, geometry, intended use, and fit. Whether it's maximizing climbing efficiency or inspiring downhill confidence, Kona Independent Suspension provides efficient, smooth, predictable, and intuitive rear travel. For 2014, you'll find 3 configurations under the Kona Independent Suspension banner: rocker, beamer, and swinger. It's important to note that while these suspension platforms look different, they're functionally the same. Single pivot suspension designs with a linkage actuated shock. What is essentially the same system we've been fine-tuning since we introduced our first dual suspension mountain bike in 1995. So what are the hallmarks of that system? Well, let's start with ride-specific geometry. It's the little details of frame geometry that make the perfect ride. Kona Independent Suspension allows us to tweak the angles and dimensions of our bikes in numerous ways, right down to the exact millimeter. And in our experience, the perfect ride is a game of millimeters. Secondly, ride-specific leverage rate curve. Careful consideration of rider needs, shock tunes, and exact pivot locations are the keys to figuring out the ideal kinematics of suspension performance. Kona Independent Suspension affords us the ability to design leverage rate curves that provide predictable performance and are easy to tune. Thirdly, durability, a hallmark of our company. Kona Independent Suspension features widely spaced pivots and oversized bearings that stop early wear from side loading and create better resistance to wild weather and tons of hard riding. On to the 3 different configurations. Rocker Independent Suspension. Different riders have different needs, but enduro riders need a lot of everything, from downhill performance to stable pedaling. With rocker independent suspension, we found a healthy balance between the down and the up, while also designing a suspension platform that was as compact and low slung on the frame as possible for maximum standover, stiffness, and maneuverability. New for 2014 and found exclusively on our Process Enduro bikes, features of the rocker configuration include a consistent leverage rate curve that perfectly matches current air shocks, providing a stable pedaling platform while giving the rider a predictable feel throughout the travel. Oh yeah, it enables insanely confident and super plush downhill performance as well. Beamer Independent Suspension. The evolution of Kona's walking beam 4-bar linkage. We've completely redrawn the suspension kinematics for 2014, making the configuration more progressive off the top, helping the bike to stay higher in the travel and recover from hits more quickly. Featured on our new carbon operator platform, the Park Operator, Entourage, and Racelight Hey Hey dual suspension bikes, Beamer Independent Suspension takes the pure shock movement, tunability, and performance durability of Kona Independent Suspension and breathes new life into select mountain bikes with a distinctly more modern ride feel. Swinger Independent Suspension. First introduced on the Satori and now featured on the new Precept DL and Precept for 2014, Kona's swinger configuration allows us to increase standover and optimize the leverage rate curve for trail and all mountain riding in a way that we could not have done with other configurations. It retains the same advantages and performance features as other designs, but at a more affordable price. For more information on individual bike models, visit us at konaworld.com.